Welcome in. This is episode 11 of the Up to Problems podcast. I'm your co-host, Big Country, alongside my partner, PV. It's been a couple weeks, man, but how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good to see you. How you doing, my guy?
Um, you know, we're living, working, living, trying to have fun, trying to get through the dog days of summer, it feels like. No NBA, no football, just got baseball. So,
Yeah, World
now that,
Cup ended too,
yeah,
so not a lot going on.
yeah, like the World Cup helped bridge the gap a little bit, but as you know, it's just baseball. So and F1.
Right, yeah.
So
And F1, yeah,
yes,
you get the
so what's
occasional
going down with
F1
F1,
race.
Pat?
Yeah, we had another race this past weekend. We have another one going on this weekend. Actually, tomorrow morning we'll have it in Hungary. But last weekend we saw Kimi Antonelli take a big leap in the Drivers' Championship. Ended up taking first place again in another race, and George Russell ended up having some battery issues early on. Had a crash with Lewis Hamilton, ended up taking him out of the race. Lewis Hamilton, because of that crash, ends up falling a few places, gets a penalty because of that, and that ends up also taking him pretty low. So Kimi takes a pretty big leap forward there. But Charles Leclerc, he did help Ferrari stay in that constructors championship, took second place, got them a nice set of points there, and then Max Verstappen did get a podium finish with a third place finish. So another solid race for Max. Couple of different things that we're going to see this weekend. We saw the Aston Martin make 15 different changes on their car. And we did see some improvements in qualifying. It's the first time all year we saw one of them make it to Q2. But nothing major. They still qualified like 16th, something like that. Nothing grand, but definitely an improvement from what we've seen all year. So we'll see what they can pull off in the race.
Nice. Yeah. I know I stayed up. We'll tried to stay up last weekend to watch that race, and ultimately failed at 7:30 in the morning. But
Yeah.
sure got me fired up about it, though. I can't lie. But talk to me a little bit about what happened also last weekend on Sunday.
Yeah. On Sunday we saw actually on Sunday specifically, what
Yep,
happened on
Sunday.
Sunday?
It was
Was
Sunday,
that when
Pat.
LeBron
Well,
Was
it
that
was
when
the World
LeBron
Cup.
hits it? Oh, was that really the World Cup game? Damn, that's crazy. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, because the game the day before was the one that blew my mind. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a
it
crazy
was
game.
it was yeah, it did. So we saw the World Cup game on Sunday. Spain ends up taking the World Cup 1-0, but it was the game prior to that that really felt like the final. France versus England, that 6-4 game. Late in the game, it was about 5-4 before Bellingham put it out of reach. So that one was a crazy game. But we did see Spain take it down. There's a lot of suspicion around that game. However, Argentina had no shots in the first 90 minutes of regular time, first 90 minutes of the game for all of regular time, and only ended up having 2 shots on the goal by the end of the game, ended up not scoring whatsoever. There's a lot of clips going around with audio, Messi missing all of his shots pre-game, a lot of definitely very suspicious circumstances. People think that they may have thrown the game due to a lot of allegations throughout the FIFA World Cup. A lot of us we talked about it on the pod. Everyone was talking about it on the internet. There was definitely a lot of suspicious stuff going on with Argentina throughout the cup. So for them to kind of just take a back step, a lot of people now have that conspiracy that it may have just been because of those allegations. They felt like they couldn't win the game. A lot of people are throwing around this idea that they may have had a 10-year suspension from FIFA if they were to get this class action lawsuit filed. So it's definitely pretty weird. Who knows what the truth is, but regardless, Spain ends up coming out on top. Lamine Yamal takes out Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Messi all the way to the final to hoist the trophy. So big news for the young guy.
Yeah, I mean, completed the largest part of his career in his first time. It's kind of insane to see. Congrats to him. All these little heads are going to be out for the next round of the World Cup, in 2020, what, 30? 2030? Yeah.
2030. Yep.
So, I mean, I kind of like we were saying, about a month ago, I kind of took an interest in it, but I'm completely back to not having a single fuck about it that I care. So, we're on to football, we're on to basketball, we're on to baseball, full steam ahead. And I guess we can talk about it now, but talk a little bit about our Rockies. Trade deadline is about 10 days. I believe it's the first Monday in August, so a little over a week out. Teams kind of just being the same team they kind of have been all season. Nothing crazy, but enough to stay consistent. But I think the Rockies should move some of their assets that they have. especially guys that you don't see too far in the future. Guys like maybe Mickey Moniak or Antonio Senzatella. I think Senzatella's gone for sure, but Moniak, a lot of people question whether we want to sell him or not, considering we still have control of him. But I think, um, given like the luxury that he is, a great left-handed hitting bat against right-handed pitching, I think a team will pay for that, and I think the Rockies should definitely capitalize on that as well. But no, in no uncertain terms, please do not get rid of Hunter Goodman this early. We should wait this
Yeah,
one
no.
out. We have not seen this good of a hitting catcher in back-to-back seasons in a very long time. This goes across the sport. I mean, we saw Cal Raleigh hit 60 home runs last year. What he's doing now,
Now look at him. Yeah.
he's a bum. Not oh no, he's not a bum. But you know what? We shouldn't take this for granted. I'm not saying extend him by any means, but do not sell him now. We still have 3 more years of control after this year, and I feel like he could. We've only seen a little bit of his potential. I feel like he can go even higher. And the fact that he hits well on the road compared to at home is ridiculous. Uh,
Yeah, I think that road bat especially is what we need. None of our players struggle to hit at home. But sometimes when we're on the road, things can be a little different. But he's that spark plug that we need for sure.
yeah, and there's certain guys on in the pen that I think they can move. But like thing with the Rockies is they don't really need to trade anyone because they don't have to theoretically, but they should. Because you have some good bullpen arms, and those same bullpen arms are going to be good next year. And getting rid of those guys, getting like a new wave of guys coming up. I mean, this team is not making the playoffs with 20 games below 500. No point in having something where you can get like maybe a long shot or a decent prospect back in return. You should capitalize on that opportunity. But as we're recording this on Saturday, July 25th, we saw some pretty big news yesterday at work. Me and you. We saw LeBron James is going to be a 76er. Your
Yeah,
thoughts?
I mean, it was a shock and not a shock for me. Part of me, I feel like I fell for a lot of what a lot of people were saying. He goes back to Miami, he goes back to Cleveland, whatever. Um, but I think he did come out and say early, before his free agency, he wanted to go to a contender. So I think seeing what Philly was building, it doesn't come as that big of a surprise. I think obviously it definitely feels a little out of left field because Philly just now became a really big elite team that kind of pushes themselves into contention after years of like being just barely a playoff team. They had the pieces, they just they never really made that big push in the playoffs. They always and the year Embiid won MVP, he was a first round exit. Philly, they never made it to the finals. They never were really that team to make that push. They always felt like they had the star players, but they could never make it, which is why this kind of feels interesting for me with LeBron, is because they just signed all these star players, but you haven't seen the what the team can really do. So it's kind of just, betting on potential here, and hoping that it pays off, even though for Philly it hasn't in the past. So I think it'll be really I think it'll be a really interesting new team. You have a lot of veterans in there. You have Joel, you have Jalen Brown, you have LeBron. But are they veterans that know how to play with each other is going to be the question. We've seen veteran superstars be put together, and it not work out. LeBron did it with the Cavs, and it went horribly. And so, I think they will definitely make a push, but I don't think that it's enough to call them a championship team just yet. And I think that LeBron going there, if anything, could potentially shake up the chemistry they have. Just because I feel like LeBron really is going to have to he always is the player to be that big voice on that team, and kind of take control, especially on the court, and manage those plays and everything. So I think regardless, it's going to do something with the team chemistry and how they play, and it definitely makes a big impact. Whether it's negative or positive, I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. I mean, my thing with Philly is like, I mean, staying healthy, I think is their primary concern. If Embiid's healthy, that team will be a very good team. Is that the same? You need a big, and without him, who do they really have to play the big? Adam Bona? No. Um, I mean, I didn't like mind the move. Was it a team I had even thought about? No, not even a chance. I thought Heat, Cavs, Warriors easily were top three. But he's chasing the ring. Why wouldn't he? He's going to be 42 come to the end of December. But at the same time, I mean, like LeBron's not going to be the one, two, three. He may not even be the fifth option. That's what's crazy.
Um,
Like,
I
because he
mean, if
first of all doesn't
he's
have
gonna
to
be
be.
starting, so he'll be the fifth
He'll
option.
be starting, yes, but like that's what's great about this move. It's like this team is that good. Tyrese Maxey, scorer. Jalen Brown, MVP candidate last year. Joel Embiid, he is an MVP. He play like an MVP. And then you got VJ Edgecombe, great rookie, came out of last year's class. I feel like he's being a little overlooked because he's basically he should be coming up in
Think
this season, like taking that year two leap. But now with like LeBron, it's like holy shit, all these point scorers. Who's going to be the gritty guy?
that's that's kind of my problem is you have all these point scorers. Who's going to be the guy that takes over? I mean, the whole reason Tyrese Maxey had such a successful year last year was he constantly had to take over. Like you mentioned, Joel Embiid in his injuries, they last season they was riddled with them, so he was constantly being that guy to take over. And I think the big bright spot, like you mentioned, that not a lot of people are mentioning, is going to be VJ Edgecombe because VJ Edgecombe isn't the kind of player that you just he'll always take command. He's the kind of player that he'll take command when you need him to. He was coming off the bench last year for a majority of the year, and he was providing a lot of points as a spark plug when you needed it. He wasn't the kind of player that demanded the ball. He was the kind of player that when you needed to get a shot from him, he would give you that shot. I think he's the best part of. I think he's going to be the best part of this, not the best part of this team, but like you mentioned, I think he's a very underrated part of this team. Someone that you can rely on for a shot when you need. But I think that's kind of the problem with having all these different scorers is a lot of these scorers really need to start getting cooking, especially players like Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey only really plays well if he's cooking the whole game. He doesn't really just suddenly turn it on and start playing really well because you ask him to. He has to be in control that whole game. And so I think that's kind of where things might get shaken up a little bit here, especially with Jalen Brown and now LeBron being introduced when you already had Joel and VJ Edgecombe's now moving up in the roster. So it definitely, there is a lot of scoring potential there and a lot of really, really good talent. So it's going to come down to coaching and game management and seeing if they can actually figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, and LeBron can obviously play any position. There's like so much lineup flexibility when you have him too. Plus, I think we're forgetting about Anthony Simmons too. Like
Yeah,
a backup guard of his
he's a
caliber. That
solid
like
backup guard. Yeah.
I think we also need to think like if they have just three solid guys on the bench, I think you can easily win this championship. Easily. I mean, that's what it comes down to sometimes in the playoffs. It's like having your depth guys come in when the heavy hitters are staying on the bench. But I mean, time will tell. I wish LeBron nothing but success. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him win another ring or care less. I would like to see Philly win a championship. They haven't won one in a long time. Or they have won one. Right? Have to.
Yeah, I think so. Back in Dr. J's era. Let's see.
That sounds right. I mean, they got Jabari Walker, great backup forward, CU product. Just saying. Caleb Love, another backup guard. I mean, you got talent a lot in a lot of the roster. So it's just how, like you said, how well is it going to be coached? How coachable is it going to be? And how are they all going to fit? Chemistry wise, you just drafted the guy 22nd overall, LeBron Fallon Jr. at Alabama. So
Yeah, they won in
interesting.
'67.
Okay, so it's been
And
a
then
long
later in
fucking time.
'83. Yeah, they won in '83 with Dr. J and Moses Malone as well.
Okay, so 43 years. We'll be 44 next year. I mean, if we're not excited about this, I think we're just foolish because this will be sick to
Yeah,
watch.
definitely. It would be a cool championship for sure. But yeah, they definitely still have their work cut out for them. Talent or not, the best teams in the NBA as of late haven't been the most talented ones. They've been the ones that have the most chemistry, the ones that are clicking
Yeah,
the best on the court. So we'll see
yeah,
what happens.
yeah. And honestly, like I could very easily see them and like the Spurs in the finals. Thunder. I mean, you were kind of talking about this earlier, just like how the apron's been affecting them. I could see them making another run. But the West doesn't look as scary as the East does right
Yeah.
now. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I think with the apron, the Thunder being most recent victims of it, it certainly has a lot of positives, but it certainly has a lot of negatives. And I think Ian kind of mentioned these negatives to me one time when we were talking about it. The positives as a fan are the NBA has been significantly more balanced as of late. I mean, you don't see dynasties take over. You don't see these teams that are just constantly winning the championship over and over again. You're seeing a lot of competition and teams are trying to the same teams a lot of the time try to make a run back to the championship, but you're also seeing a lot of new teams make those runs to the championship. You're seeing a lot of new teams actually win the championship. And you see a lot of teams that have been trying to make the championship actually make it. You saw Denver after a few years win it. We just recently saw the Knicks after a few years win it. Before them, the Thunder had been chopping away at it for a few years. So, it's definitely really cool to see the balance in the NBA nowadays, but I can certainly see how it sucks if, for one, you're a fan of a certain team, or two, obviously, if you're a GM or an owner of that team, because you do so well in drafting such incredible, talented players, and in the end, you have to pay for it because you just simply the new apron rules don't allow you to keep so much talent on the roster. They don't allow you to kind of like there's a really hard a really restrictive salary cap. It doesn't allow you to push back a lot of contracts and stuff. And so you see a lot of teams let go of players. Like recently, the Thunder had to let go of Lou Dort, one of their set
To the
pieces.
Hawks.
Somebody, yep, to the Hawks, somebody that constantly brought that defensive pressure and energy. They didn't want to let him go, but they were forced to let him go. And so a lot of things like that, you saw them let go of Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins. It's obviously a plethora of things, and it sucks definitely for them, but it certainly does make sense as well for the balance of the NBA. So I can see why it is applied.
I also think, we all remember like when Sam Presti, he was getting all those draft picks. Like this was looming. Let's be honest, it's been looming for a while, and he still has draft picks. Develop, keep him on your team, recruit.
Yeah, they
Get rid
still
of,
they still went and got Jared McCain. You can
yeah,
still be a really good GM, go out, get some cheap contracts like Kane, and you're still fine. So
or guys just on rookie deals.
obviously, yeah, yeah, just guys on rookie deals. Obviously, as much as it sucks in the moment, I think overall it's better for the NBA. More balance. And if you're gonna have to figure out your salary cap, then you have to figure it out. And I think that it's a good thing ultimately.
Well, those guys like you're talking about, like Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, they were due paydays for one, and two, they were probably deserving of maybe some starting roles too. But the Thunder
Yeah,
probably, can't fully
yeah,
give
they
them
can't
because they
offer
have
right.
great starting guys already. They already have Hartenstein, Holmgren, Jalen Williams, and then Shea. I mean, there's not much room for those guys to really like grow and flourish. But eh, fuck them, right?
Yeah.
It's the Thunder. Kind of something that like affects both Thunder and the Nuggets is you saw Spencer Jones sign a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Thunder, but the Nuggets have till I believe tomorrow to match it. Do you think they match it?
Yeah, and I think we should match it, especially one of those playoff games that we had last year. He was practically the only guy bringing any hustle onto the court, and that was one of the most disappointing aspects of the Nuggets last year was that hustle during the playoff run. They looked dead out there. It was disappointing. So Spencer Jones is one of those few guys that was putting the hustle, putting the pressure out there. We saw a random 20-point game out of him in that playoff run.
Yeah,
So it definitely would be a shame to let him go, especially for 2-year, 12 million. Like we can match that. So I
you'd
think if we
hopefully
let him go
take
to
that.
someone like
Yeah,
the Thunder, then I think it would be disappointing.
you don't want the rich to get a little bit richer, especially with a guy that has been valuable for us in the past that helped provide valuable minutes for Jokic off the court. But kind of something I'm kind of seeing a theme with Nuggets and team I also for the Warriors. Like, what the fuck are we doing this whole entire offseason? Feels like they're not doing literally anything. Like we're just
Yeah,
watching
and the Nuggets
West
just
teams
money
get
problems.
better, East teams get better, and then there's us. And we're just like, okay. I saw the Warriors are going after a guy in the Euro League for Real Madrid. Mario Hernonia, I
Yeah.
forget his name. He played in the NBA before, but I was like, this is the option that we have after we're losing out on 42-year-old LeBron James. You fucking kidding me? Like that, it like
Yeah,
pissed me off because
that's
it's like, is this like the only franchise to not surround their freaking, one of one player? Every other team surrounds aging talent with talent. Why can't the Warriors? Something's like going on, or I don't know. Anyways, who gives a shit really at the end of the day? But
yeah. Yeah, with the Nuggets, I think our contracts ruined us, unfortunately.
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're not making calls. They're not trying to, move players, but I mean, I don't think the Nuggets can really get to where they're at without taking like a loss first, eating something, you know, and if that means, taking lesser of on a contract, lesser of on a player like you, maybe, what's his name? Christian Brown. Like, we know we're not going to get much out of him if we're going to have to basically have a team pay for what we signed up for, you know? So I feel like it's almost on tradable contract right now. So
Yeah. Yeah, it
everyone's just
is.
going to see his salary down. Get what, second round pick? No, not going to happen. But anyways, well, but let's just jump straight into like kind of like what we wanted to do today for the pod. We're gonna be doing a DraftKings best ball lineup draft. Kind of give you guys our thoughts and what we're thinking for each, and then yeah. What do you think of
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
that? So we're gonna enter one for $10. If you guys want to join in, I believe you can draft up until the 9th of September. We're gonna draft our team now, so everyone can see what we do. Let's share this window right into it. Okay. And we're gonna do the fast 30-second one pick, so we can do this, today. All right, we're in a waiting room. This contest fills.
So we gotta wait for the other 11 people. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long.
When draft fills.
Yeah, it's 1 out of 12.
How can you tell?
It's right under the entry fee.
Sure.
So
But we can kind of
hopefully
like,
this doesn't take too
hopefully this
long.
doesn't take forever. We kind of
But we
like
can
edit our
edit our
rankings.
rankings, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think top option, is definitely, in my opinion, I think is gonna be Gibbs. Um, Gibbs got a coordinator that is gonna be moving him, with a lot more runs towards the gap, which is where he found a lot of his success last year. So I think that he's gonna actually not only see a big production because he's losing David Montgomery, but he also has a favorable coordinator going into this year for his run game. So I definitely have him at the top of my list.
No. Um, I mean, that's also if we get one of one.
Yeah, obviously.
Um,
Yeah, I say we set our top 10. So where do you think you would rank Bijan? You think so
it's
even?
pretty simple. I'm gonna be honest. That one's I think 3, 4, 5 is all wide receivers. I really don't think you can really get a bad receiver in these three whatsoever. They're all in great systems with pretty good quarterbacks. I'd say Jason's probably 5 though, just because he lost his OC, but Puka and Jamar have the same quarterbacks and the same OCs in their system, so I really don't mind either one. Um,
Do you have any fears about how Puka's offseason might affect this season?
the
He's
fact
had
that
a
he's a
pretty
degenerate
wild
retard.
offseason. Yeah,
Um,
he's been kinda not normal.
no, because I mean, you kind of saw it even during the season last year when this guy needed to turn it on, be NFL ready, be a pro on the field. He was just fine. I think
Yeah,
they're
that's
they're
true.
talking to him probably too. The PR team would be like, "Hey, can you stop doing the stuff with Aiden Ross, please? Maybe stop getting drunk in public. He just needs to grow up. And hopefully have him sooner rather than later. Because
Maybe stop biting women too.
when did you do that?
I
When did
think
you
that was
do
him. Am
that?
I getting that right? I think it was him. There was
Uh,
somebody that bit him.
Was it
Let me
Puka?
double check. Let me
When was
fact check
this?
myself. It was a while
Oh,
ago. Yeah,
Puka
Puka
Nakua
Nakua
bite
bike
mark
mark.
is the
Yeah.
first thing that comes up. Clear.
Well, this was
Well, this
recent, but it
is
stems from New Year's Eve of 2025.
it's alleged. I'm not gonna put
It's
weight on it if
alleged.
it's alleged. No, I don't put any weight on that type of shit, man. People try to take money from these NFL stars like it's nothing, and I think it's personally just really gross. So,
It is an
we got 7 to
ongoing
12.
lawsuit. They just
We
now
should
got the
start this.
picture is what it is.
Yeah, she
Oh,
she
is it already?
that bike
Oh,
could
okay,
have
yeah, it's
been
coming
from
out
her
soon.
freaking father, dude. Like for all I know. Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm going on my soapbox here, but that is like my biggest gripe with NFL stars. Is dude, there's like it feels like they're so unprotected. These dudes just can't even freaking
I don't know if
try
I
to
would say
settle
that.
down.
There's definitely quite a bit of protection for these NFL stars. There's
What's
definitely been
stopping
quite a
anyone
few
from saying,
that
"Hey, I
get
got
away
bit
with a
from
lot.
Puka Nakua"?
Well, there's no one
No one.
stopping them from doing that, but there's also a lot of players that get away with a lot of bullshit. So
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of both though. I really do. And am I coming to the side of the players right now? Yes, yes I am. But I've
well, 9 out
seen
of 12.
I've seen a lot of people's lives change in the NFL world for the worse, and I'd say it's probably 50-50, honestly. We've seen both.
Yeah,
We
we've
also
definitely
we also
seen a
don't
lot
know
of
what's
both.
been kept under wraps too.
Yeah,
It's kind of
exactly.
what's been paid off and shit
Like
like
Ray Lewis probably killed that guy,
that. All right. It's one thing when you kill someone, like Ray Lewis. You telling me you want to be in an interrogation room with Ray Lewis?
I just don't think I would be surprised if he did kill the guy.
No, yeah, I think you're right there. I mean, we're kind of going off on a tangent here, but like, did OJ kill him?
No.
Hey, man, the glove
I'm
didn't
just
fit.
kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
That's,
No, yeah, definitely that
I'm
one
sorry.
for
That's like
sure.
one of the greatest watches anyone can ever have. It's that full trial.
No, yeah, that
Um,
he definitely did.
but look at Sean Oakman, man. He was acquitted.
Yeah, Sean Oakman is a
Ruined
really
his
sad
life.
story.
They fired his coach because of him.
Yeah,
All untrue.
yeah, that one's a terrible one. So yeah, it definitely can be both sides for sure.
Reuben Foster played for Alabama. Went on to the league, but he was drafted like
He
3 or
was
4 rounds.
he was good too,
He was
actually.
so good, dude. Nick Saban still swears to this day he's like one of the best players he's ever had. So now, Jose Reyes, Ray Rice, yeah, that's on them. All right, so it looks like we got pick what, Pat? What pick did we get?
Wait,
Like it's
what's
fucking
our name?
see. Jar
11. Okay, so we're getting back-to-back picks though. That's not the worst, but
back
it's
to
not
back,
the best.
almost back to back.
Actually, you know what?
So
I don't mind a late pick in this year's draft. I think there's a lot of talent in that first round.
I really do think they are. I mean, and if you're looking around here, who are we really targeting? And the one thing you got to know about best ball too is there's 3 wide receivers. So running backs aren't as important as wide receivers too. So I mean, I say if CD Lamb falls in our hands, Amon Ross somehow, I think we take a shot on those 2 guys. Uh, or Omarion sitting right there, but we
Yeah,
obviously wouldn't take him early.
I think we
Um,
take Omarion with the second pick that we have. I'm big on Omarion. So I think we take CD. And if CD's not there, man, it's tough because like you
I
said, we would
wouldn't want
like
to.
wide
I think
receivers.
like in that like area, that's where it's tough to take another wide receiver other than CD.
Yeah, I think
That's
if
where
we
you
can't I
just
think
go
if we can't
running back, and then you attack wide
yeah.
receivers in 3, 4,
Yeah, I
5.
agree. I think if we can't get CD, I think we take Genty and then Omarion is what I think we should do.
Yeah, I think Genty could be very good this year, especially coming
Yeah, I
from
think
that
Genty's
Raider,
gonna be
that
good.
like Seattle system. You know,
Yeah, I think,
coach.
they made a lot of upgrades along the O-line too, a lot of upgrades in their offense in general, so he's not the only threat that people have to worry about anymore. You finally have a decent quarterback at the helm. We'll see what Fernando Mendoza can do in the NFL, obviously. There's no guarantee that a rookie is going to be immediately successful, but
To be honest
I
with you, I
definitely
don't
still
think
see Genty.
Mando's even going to be starting. So
You don't think so?
no, I think you brought in Kirk Cousins for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, I guess you do give Kirk a yeah, you're right. I actually totally forgot that they brought in Kirk. So yeah, either way then, now you have either a quarterback who needs the safety outlet because he's young, or you have a quarterback who naturally has always been taking his safety outlets. So I'm okay with either Kirk Cousin or Mendoza handing the ball off to
So, like,
Gentry.
in this, instance, Puka went 3, Jameer and Bijan went 1, 2,
Too, yeah.
and we can kinda just watch it here too
Yeah, that's better.
until we come up to, um,
So
I don't know,
probably DeMar
you know,
here.
this guy I was, like, thinking about this kinda just now. I think and this is not me hating on the Broncos whatsoever, I think the AFC West is that good where you could see a world where Denver might end up 4th in the division. I think there's
No.
a world. I really do.
No, not
I
fourth.
think that that
No,
division
I
can be
could see
that
us
good.
I could see us struggling this year.
That's what
I
I'm
do
saying.
think we're gonna
You're gonna
struggle
be
more this year than we did last year.
facing
We won't be fourth.
you're facing 1
I think
seeds
the
all year
Raiders will
long,
take a big I think the Raiders will take a big step forward. The Raiders are not going to be
okay?
beyond
Jonathan
us
Taylor goes
though.
5 here. So Jason's already slotted down to 6. I don't think Jason's ever gonna make it to us personally, but, you know, if he did, obviously.
Yeah, if JSN somehow falls to us, but there's no way. I think he gets taken right here.
I'm not saying, like, Denver's, like they'll be, like,
Oh,
you know,
Amon-Ra
2
before JSN. Wow.
that's crazy.
I mean, I get it. You know,
No.
he did get
No.
a
No.
no. You get a new coordinator. You lose your offensive coordinator. It is a big difference in fantasy. It does make a big difference.
Not that big. This dude was
Yeah,
nat
I don't know.
what the
A
fuck?
lot of people aren't liking JSN, man.
I love JSN.
There he
There
goes.
he goes. Okay, yeah. I will say JSN went
Genti
8.
gets taken. CD may
Um,
actually be available here.
CD might be the first, yeah. But Genty goes for our first selection in the second.
We might not even get Omari, and we'll see.
Justin
CD's
Jefferson.
available.
Okay. I think CD's a good pick here.
Yeah, I think we take CD.
I really yeah.
CD then
I think that was
Omari
a great
next.
I honestly love him at 11. Because I truly see a world where he is better than Jefferson and Almond. So, yes. Now we're
Yeah, I
here.
think it's certainly possible. I think he had a slight down year last year with George Pickens being an exciting new target, but I think there will be a lot of attention on George Pickens this year. So I could see CD having a good year for sure. Now I think
Okay.
Omari and Hampton, I'm very high on.
You know,
As much as I like Saquon, I still think I think
uh,
Omarian's gonna have a better year. I'd rather have Mike McDaniel's at offensive coordinator, honestly, especially with how much the Eagles struggled last year. Give me Omari and Hampton.
yeah. The only other guy I honestly thought about was the guy we kind of like highlighted a couple weeks ago, which is Chase Brown. But I think Chase Brown's, I think that's a little too high for him personally.
Yeah, yeah,
It
I
might have
agree.
helped his draft stock, you know, that one episode, as you see him just get taken.
Yeah, everyone's listening to the pod. They're all like, "Yeah, these
These
guys are
guys
right."
no ball. But next
Rasheed
one,
Rice going in the second round is kind of
that's
interesting to me.
insane.
I
I
mean,
think
I
that
guess I
dude,
could
there's a
see
chance that dude's
why.
out in the NFL in literally the next 2 years.
I don't know. I mean, if you really looked his fantasy numbers when he played, Rasheed Rice was unbelievable last year.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that's why he's
It's
going to be out
just
of
when
the
he
NFL.
played.
I just think he's a complete idiot.
Yeah, yeah, I could see him ruining his own life somehow, one way or another.
Yeah. Yeah. Derrick
Eric
Derrick
Henry,
Henry. Derrick Henry
interesting.
in the second round. So I feel like it's always
I
somehow
don't
a good
mind it.
value pick, you know?
Yeah, because Derrick Henry, for whatever reason, he'll always get the carries. He doesn't seem to be getting really slowing down that much. So
And he'll always get
you
goal
still
line
have
carries.
Lamar back there. It's hard to contain both Lamar and Derrick Henry, no matter what.
Yeah. I agree.
Kenneth Walker in Kansas City this
On
year
the
gets
Chan.
drafted in the second
I'm
round.
interested to see how Devon does this year, just considering he is like the offense is like it's nothing
The offense
around
is
him.
nowhere. They lost their head coach, who was their offensive guru.
But like at
So
the same time, like I think what made what's his name so good at being an offensive guru was him not being the head coach. I feel like that's why you've been
yeah,
seeing Chargers all year might just be really good because seeing him in just an offensive coordinator role where it takes all the pressure off could be really huge for. Okay, those tight ends going in the second round is kind of interesting.
so I do understand that. I think tight ends are going to be big this year, especially for leagues like this, best ball, because you never know if a tight end's just going to get hurt. For one, and two, those tight ends that do score a lot of points make a major difference in these leagues when you're just trying to rack up the most points you can.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love in the 3rd round early.
Yeah,
I guess that kind of makes sense though, starting back, um, super highly touted pick, gonna get the starting job immediately. We'll just see what that offense can do. There's not
yeah.
a lot of firepower yet, but
Like
they're
LaFleur
trying to build it.
system.
So yeah.
It could be interesting to see what they do. This is like one of the first years I actually agree with not taking Kyron Williams in any league. I think he's still going to provide good, solid fantasy value, but a third round pick is very.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Kyrie is he always gets a lot of dump offs. He's a phenomenal blocker. So you can always have him out there for blocking. He's always going to be able to just slip out, catch a couple passes, get you the points that way. So, um, I don't know. I think I've always been a fan of Kyrie Williams, but I do feel like his size is going to be why I feel like his career doesn't end up lasting too much longer. You can't take as many hits as he has and last too long. But I mean, he hasn't slowed down yet, so until he does, I'm okay with taking him.
Yeah, a lot of wide receivers coming off the board right now.
Yeah, we definitely are going to need to at least snag one in one of these next 2 picks because, like
Yeah,
you said, it's a 3 wide receiver league. Might even have to snag 2 because yeah, we're going to go a lot of
I think we
picks.
should. I think we should try and attack 2 wide receivers here. Josh Allen,
I think one of the most likely ones we're going to be able to get here is Carnell Tate, probably. Let's see.
Tate's
Yeah, he's pretty low. Wow, it's kind
he's
of
a little
interesting.
wise away. I
Oh, I
think
do like Ted. Ooh, Luther Burden too. Um, I
I
think
like Tech could. I think we just saw what he can do. We're up.
I think Ted first. I think Ted's gonna
I
be
like
the
Ted a
one I
lot.
really like. Yeah, I'm big on Ted this year, and I really do think Luther Burden is gonna have an insane year. As much as I want to take Jalen Waddle,
Um,
Luther Burden
I'm not
had
high on Luther Burden personally.
Luther Burden had a really high open route rate last year on the routes that he did run. Oh, man.
That's what look at this all.
Actually, you know what? I don't mind taking Colston Loveland either.
I don't see
There's
the
no
value
other
there
tight
personally.
ends. Colston Loveland was
I'm a
getting
big
target after
fan. I'm a
target
big
last
fan of
year.
Jaden Wall here, so I'm gonna go Jaden Wall. But I think he could be huge in this Bronco offense this year. I think adding him to that offense is only going to open up things. Um, and I truly see a lot more value than taking on a potential for Luther.
I think it's more of a gamble with Jalen Waddle than it is with Luther because Luther at least knows the system already. He's played with Caleb Williams already. We've seen the success.
You saw it very late, though.
No, they had success early. Like week 1, Luther Burden catches like a 60-yard touchdown.
Okay, a
He caught
a
plenty of
catch.
deep. He
Who's going to
caught
get more
plenty of deep
catches over the
passes, and
whole
he
entire
was
season? Do you think Jalen or
Luther
him?
Burden. Luther Burden had a lot of big plays last year, and he only played like 50% of snaps. So
I
if
don't
that
see
goes
him
up
coming off the
any
board, so I don't think
percentage,
it was that bad of a pick. Seeing people not take him for a reason. Look at all these backs coming off before him.
I just have. It's
I
been a
might
long
be a
time.
Bears
It's been a
hater,
long
but
time since I've seen a fast wide receiver be successful in Denver.
change, bro. You
I
guys
hope
haven't
so.
had a fast wide receiver in I don't know how long.
We've
Of his
we've
caliber?
tried not maybe not of his caliber, but we've tried picking up a lot of fast wide receivers. Marvin Mims, KJ Hamler, a lot of these guys that were early picks for us, and it never ended up working out.
Those weren't Sean Payton's guys. He didn't
Yeah,
draft
that's
them.
fair.
I feel like
That's
that's
fair.
why
They weren't
like
Sean
all
Payton's
those guys
guys.
kind of failed is because I don't think they fit in his system very well.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
honestly, I don't know why Marvin Mims didn't. Okay, I think this is a clear stance right here of why
I'm
he
really
shouldn't have been picked at
surprised.
4-2. If he
I'm
comes to
really surprised
5'11", I
Terry
have no problem
McLaurin
taking
got picked. Actually, I don't really see
dude. Terry
much
with
out of Terry.
what's his name? The
With
first year
Jaden
was
McDaniels
amazing.
when it was
If he
amazing.
plays,
But
yeah,
for one, that's if Jaden McDaniels is playing with him. Two,
like DJ Moore
you know,
circled man.
that was 2 years ago already. Now we went a whole year without them being connected. So I don't know. I
I
think
don't
it'll
think
be.
having Terry McLaurin
There goes Luther.
Yeah, I mean, 10 picks later, I think we did just fine.
I
I
don't
think it was a
know.
little bit of a reach. They did. I think DJ Moore got a huge year. And the one for Josh Allen can't be a bad thing, right?
Yeah, I think DJ Moore will have a big year, but
And I love,
I think
I love
I
our
never trust any
receivers.
wide
So,
receivers in the Buffalo Bills offense, regardless of their talent. Josh Allen just knows how to spread the ball. It's not the wide receiver's fault.
and this made me hating a little bit. But Caleb Williams was not that good last year. I'm not saying he can't be
Caleb
good.
Williams was great.
He really wasn't though. Look at his stats. He
He
wasn't
was
that
really
good.
good. If you're just
He
stat
was
watching,
he was no
then
Jordan Love.
I don't wanna hear it if you're just stat
Bro,
watching.
this dude didn't make it to the game until the fourth quarter on most games, it felt like.
And he was winning them. How many times have you
Hey, I want to
compare
see a
compare the
complete game from players.
hey, I want to see the Bears versus the Packers games last year. Tell me about that.
He played like shit most of them. And I
He
know
beat
those
he
games.
beat you guys, didn't he?
He is 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
But you look at
exactly.
his stats, bro, didn't outplay Jordan Love once. Didn't
Don't
even
matter.
outplay Malik Willis.
Don't matter. Malik Willis was really good last year. You can't talk down on Malik Willis. He got a contract of 30 mil for this year for a reason.
Yeah, either way. Fuck the Bears.
Oh, actually, Roma Dunes. No, they just took Roma Dunze. Oh wait, no, they didn't. Okay, then I think we take Rome. Give me
I think
Rome.
Rome has I like Rome a little bit better than Luther personally. He's a chain
I
mover,
think
man.
I would
In
take either one
PPR,
of
I'll
them.
take that one.
I do like the value here more because we got him much later. I'll give you that. But I do think Luther Burden's gonna have a bigger year. But I think we take Rome for sure. Oh, Cardell. Damn, do we take both of them here? Take Rome
I
first. I
mean, we
think
have
Rome
3 wide receivers
because
already. I think this is where maybe, go another route.
wait,
And
TJ Warren. Wait, how low is TJ Warren? I think we take TJ
61.
Warren. because last
He's
year
at 60
Daniel Jones snagged so many goal line touchdowns, bro. And now after that ankle injury, I see TJ Warren getting those handoffs in the goal line. So now I think we either take Rome or Carnell. I'd be surprised if this
I
guy
think we
doesn't
need to
take
take another
Rome though.
running back, dog. Like, we're getting
Yeah,
down here.
maybe.
I'm not
I
saying we
guess, but
reach.
there's just so many running backs in the league nowadays. Every team is running a 2 running back
I wouldn't mind
system.
Chuba late. Wouldn't mind Rico. 8. These are starting backs.
Because I just don't know if I like Travion Henderson
I like
that much.
Carnell Tate.
Fuck, they did
It's
take
either
Rome. That sucks. I do like Carnell Tate a lot, though. I don't like Brian Thomas that much. I think either Carnell Tate or I don't know. I'm not big on Travion. I'm really not.
I like Carnell, I guess. For value. The value that we're at right now, at least,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Do I think it was a little bit of a reach?
Nah, I don't know. It's
Yes
a
and
pretty late
no.
pick.
I mean, if he's ranked 64 and we got him at 62,
Yeah,
couple
I
worse.
think it's solid value.
Okay. Yeah.
I would have been happier if we managed to get Rome there, but
Yeah, pick before. I think we could have. It kind of sucks about the 30 seconds is you have like no time to think about these things. I guess we should probably look at the board instead of just watching the board actually get drafted.
so we have our tight end. I think we definitely need to try to take 2 running backs now. Because I think this is where
Going
they
after a
really
running back
start to
here.
thin out. But
Yeah,
I
and
still
like I
think there's
said, I really
potential.
I don't mind Chuba because it's a starting role. Rico, I think he should be the starter in Pittsburgh. I'm not saying he is because you guys still have Jalen Warren. Ramondre,
Ramondre had some pretty good games last year.
I mean, there's only one starting back, I guess there's 2 starting backs left, and that's Chuba and Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard could be good. Yeah, new system, Dable could make it to us, but it is Tony Pollard. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think if Tony Pollard makes it to us, obviously take him. But I would be really happy with Chuba. Chuba was a phenomenal running back for the last few
there he
years. That goes
goes.
to Tony. Yeah. I would definitely be happy with Chuba here.
He was hurt all last
And
year.
I
I don't think people
think
realize
because
that.
of that, what is Bryce Young's rank? Because we need a stack in these best ball leagues. There's no way. Is he already taken? Oh,
No, he's just way down here.
wow. So we can get pretty solid value. So we can even get someone before him and have him as a stack in case he has one of
Yeah.
those big games with Ted McMillan or something like that.
So I think
Do we take a
we could
quarterback
maybe stack
soon?
maybe Bo
We could,
Nix.
yeah, we could stack Bo Nix and Waddle too. Yeah, actually, there's a couple solid stacks we can make here. Cam Ward and Carnell Tate. I don't mind. I think Cam Ward. Actually,
Cam
I
Moore might
was
be a
big on Cam Ward this year.
late one you could take.
Yeah, I think that's a solid late take because, like I've been mentioning all year, dude, Brian DeBoer, offensive coordinator. Cam Ward has that dog mentality. He wants to be really good. I actually don't mind Harold Fannin. I definitely want another tight end, but if we can get Tucker Kraft somehow, I think we definitely
He
take
just
Tucker.
got.
Oh, he just got taken.
Yeah,
Right as
we
I
don't.
mentioned
I
him.
think Tucker Kraft's gonna be available week one, but I, I'm trying to Herbie. Like you said, Gallo stack in this.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't mind Herbie
T Law, we like.
because
I
of Mike
remember we talked about
McDaniels.
T Law, Dart and the running ability.
Dart has good running ability. I don't know how I feel though. I think he
2027
needs more wide
MVP.
receivers.
Jordan Love.
Regardless,
Yeah,
we definitely need a
I
running back
really.
next.
We just gotta get one.
Oh,
Yes,
Chuba. Nice. I like
come
Chuba.
on.
We like it.
That's big. That's really big. So we had Sheba.
I
Now
think
it
we take
gets.
another running back still.
I
I
think we
think I'm
do.
okay with our quarterback options later.
Yeah, I don't think because RJ's not going to be the. Nope, doesn't matter. Um,
So
um,
we take Rico here then if he's
I mean,
available?
I really like Rico.
If Rico's not available, I think we maybe take a different route than running back because I don't like the other options.
I hate Gainwell. I hate Jonathan Brooks. I don't like Monungai. I have Monungai like on the
I
worst,
don't mind Monungai.
but
I
like
think that's
but
solid.
right now, no, obviously
Yeah,
no.
I think it's too early to
Um,
agree, yeah.
is J.K. Dobbins still the starter?
Yeah, kinda. It's between okay, well, there's Rico. I say we take Rico. But
Yeah,
it's
but it's kind of a
between
reach, man. I mean, not reach, but you know what I mean. I mean,
but we're not gonna get another good
we're
running
not going
back
to get
if
a
we don't
better
take
running
him.
back than Rico. You're right.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, because now we're at this point we're drafting for
Now we just need
bench
quarterbacks
and
and then
quarterbacks.
bench. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we take 2 QBs honestly next because we
just
wanna have 2 good
stack it up.
quarterbacks to have, yeah, the 2 stacks that we can get, I think, are either gonna be I mean, we have plenty of options late. We're gonna have Bo Nix, Cam Ward, and Bryce Young.
I
I
mean,
think
we're
if we
gonna be
can
at
get Bo Nix and
107.
Cam Ward, I'm happy. Yeah, I
We're
think if
gonna,
we can get Bo Nix and Cam Ward, I'm happy with both.
yeah, and then late get Bryce Young.
We might even be able to wait for Cam Ward. So I think we take Bo Nix now.
Yeah, we could. We don't have to take Cam Ward in the next two picks. We could take
Yeah.
Bo Nix.
Yeah,
And then
take
we
Bo
could
Nix
probably
and
take
then
another. We could probably like
check
maybe go from a young
flex.
guy.
I don't
Uh,
like the running backs.
I think yeah, but
I don't
like
mind
all it
Pittman.
takes is one of these
Pittman's a
guys to tear
solid
an
one.
ACL. We have
Well,
starting
then
guy.
I would well then I would probably take Jonathan Brooks because he's our back. He would back up if we lost Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, there goes Gainwell.
Harold Fannon's
Deep.
still in there too.
Yeah, I say we go Bo Nix and Harold Fannin.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, I agree. Let's do Bo Nix, Harold Fannin.
Um, you know, do you think Michael Pittman's gonna have a good year with Rodgers?
I actually do like Michael Pittman. I think Rogers likes his big wide receivers that are very possession catch dominant. That's how Mike Devontae Adams was, especially kind of towards the red zone. That was what he specialized in throwing him was those short possession routes. So I do think that him and Pittman will be a good pairing together for sure. Which is why if he's available, I also wouldn't mind taking Pittman. I do
Yeah,
think
I mean
Pittman's
at
going to be
that
solid.
value is kind of crazy.
Yeah, if he's available at 107, I say take him. There he
There
goes.
it is. Yes, I'm saying these things, man. Uh, what I mean, I don't want to say the nine guys gonna be there, but I really don't mind. What's on me? I
I just don't
wouldn't.
think that DeAndre Swift is that good to honestly even say he's gonna for sure hold the starting job all year. You know, like Monangai had a lot of big games last year. He really did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think DeAndre Swift is the bell cow. I think this is the guy that's going to be in between the tackles, getting the red zone touches potentially too.
Yeah, I don't hate Monangai, but it does still feel a little
And
early.
it does, yeah.
There he goes. We don't get to decide.
Gotta stop saying shit, man. I swear to God, yeah, us, man. I like our picks of Fannin and
Fannin and Bo. Yeah.
I think those are good choices. Obviously just looking at flex right now. So, to get quarterbacks. Jonathan Brooks, there he goes. We can't take him. One thing I'm
All right.
worried
Well,
about these next like 6 picks is
yeah.
for one, auto drafts. Uh so
Yeah, if they auto draft, they're gonna take Fannin.
yeah. Okay, Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason, interesting. I'm not big on him.
So, yeah. Fuck.
Fuck. Okay. So Bo's one.
Fuck yeah.
If I can trust
It's
Kittle.
two.
Ooh, I kind
Kittle
of like
at this
Marcus
value is
Golden.
not a bad choice whatsoever. It's just he doesn't provide weekly like
I'm
good
scared of him getting
averages.
injured.
But his boom is amazing.
Yeah, his boom is really good.
That's kind of what we need him for. We have Tyler Warren to set the table for us, but this guy can come in and just provide good value all year long. And when he drops like those 30-point games, because he can't do that. No, doesn't matter.
Fuck. Wait, go back. What was Matthew Golden's ranking? He's going to be in flex. You're in tight ends.
16.
116. I actually don't hate Matthew Golden or Wandale.
I get why everyone's super high on him. We got a lot of mouths to feed on that offense, man. And one thing I've learned in Matt LaFleur's offense, without Rodgers and Adams, everyone gets the ball. So I say we go Bo next hill because I think
Yeah,
that's the only
Bonix for
guy that
sure
we're
here.
really
Yeah.
solid on. Um, JK might not be the worst option.
Yeah, JK's not a bad option. I don't know how much of
He's
the
going to
year he'll
start
be
the
starting,
year.
but
Yeah, he's going to
he'll
start the
have
year
a few
starting.
starts. Yeah.
And that's I think that's the important thing is, we're not might get like he'll get us through maybe the first couple of weeks if we need him. Yeah, I don't mind him here if we can get him, of course.
Plus, he was great before he did get injured.
Exactly. Like why would anyone take Rashad White over him?
Yeah.
I like JK here. Two Broncos, but who cares? We got our stack, one of our
Yeah, we
stacks.
have a good stack, actually.
Okay, who is taking Kyler Murray? Like,
I
come
think Kyler Murray could have a solid year. He has one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
Wandale. I was like, if we didn't have
I
Carnell,
like Wandale.
I was saying, dude, Wandale, please,
Yeah. Yeah, if we didn't already have Carnell, I would have liked Wandale.
All right. Is there any other like tight ends that we want to like get?
Think
You know who I want to kind of attack late if we
Sadiq?
can?
Kenyon Sadiq has a really good value. So does Gunnar Helm. Kenyon Sadiq and Gunnar Helm star those
Yeah,
two.
but who's starting the ball, man? We saw this last year with Brock Bowers.
Yeah, and Brock Bowers still had
Buns.
some big games.
He had
Brock
one
Bowers still
big
had
game,
some big
bro.
games.
One
I
big
don't know.
game.
He was relatively
He's
consistent.
doing great this year.
But
I think
but do
Isaiah Likely could
start
have a really good
Gunnar Helm.
year.
I am big on Gunnar Helm. Go start Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm. He was a rookie tight end
Tennessee.
for the Tennessee last year.
You don't think Okonkwo? Oh, he's in Washington.
Yeah, I actually don't mind Okonkwo in Washington. I don't think that Jaden Daniels has too many targets to throw to, so that could be a solid one. Because he just has Terry, and then after that, he falls down to Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah. How many wide receivers? We've taken two more running backs. You could say maybe round out and get one more, but let's say we attack wide receiver on this because we only have four right now.
Ooh, KC Conception.
I love Casey, man. I think he get a really good year for Cleveland.
I'm surprised Diggs is still. Who is the wide? Wait, who's the quarterback for New York right now? I was trying to think of it. I can't figure it out.
The Jets?
Is it Geno Smith still? Ugh,
Yes.
that's disgusting.
Why do you think?
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Maybe I don't want any Jets players this year.
I don't think
Damn, really?
Romeo
They
really
still
is going to be
settled
that
for
good.
him? That's so
Yeah. I
gross.
mean, there wasn't much to really get, to be honest with you.
Nah, bro, it's gonna be Cade Klubnik.
That'd be sick. Um, because really, I mean, you're trying to get guys that are gonna like have those big
Boom.
ass games. Yes, those
Yeah, you
boom
want boom
games.
players. So I do like Casey Conception for sure. He's
I
a
don't like Romeo. I
big
don't like
boom
Shakir and
potential.
that.
Oh,
Chi could
Jaden
be that guy.
Higgins. Jaden Higgins is not bad. He was a rookie last year, had some pretty solid games. Um, he's going to be moving up this year. Travis Hunter's a little scary because he plays both sides. You don't know how much he's going to play wide receiver.
I would love to
Antonio
attack this
Williams
guy
could be
late.
okay.
Just dribbling from Ole Miss.
Antonio Williams, Antonio Williams is one of the only wide receivers that you might actually get the ball because, like I mentioned, no one in fucking Washington other than Terry, bro.
I think those. You got Debo in Washington still.
Did they get? Do they have Debo? I don't think they still have
Yeah,
it. Let's see. Maybe they do.
I believe they do. It says it right here.
Yeah, they do still have Debo. No, wait.
Jerry Booty.
No, when I look it up, it says that he's not on the roster. They got Traylon Burks though. I did forget about that. That was a solid
Traylon
signing.
Burks was on there last year too.
Yeah, he got them last year, and he actually had a couple of good games for them in
He
those
had
few
that
games that he
one-handed catch
played.
against you guys.
Yeah,
Pretty sick.
but still, it's a lot of inconsistencies. I don't know. I don't know if I would take
I
Antonio
think
Williams
I think we
actually.
go with
Too much
Concepcion.
potential.
He's
Conception
just like
definitely for sure
rookie.
my
I mean,
first
first
pick.
round running quarter wide receiver. I'm really high on Rashid Shaheed for some reason. He's really going to be that wide receiver too. That's going to need to take pressure off of JSN, and plus the
It's
run
wide
game is probably not
receiver.
going to be that great starting out. We take a second tight end.
Yeah, we got.
I
Oh
really
no, we
like
didn't. No,
I really like David Njoku. If we can get him late.
I would rather get Gunnar Helm though. I think Gunnar Helm is gonna be big
I,
this
I
year.
mean, we were talking about the Chargers, man, all year.
Yeah,
We got
yeah, I guess
Concepcion.
actually. And what's his face? Justin Herbert does like his tight ends too.
He loves his big boys. He could
Yeah,
be a perfect
Gadsden
red
had a
zone
pretty good
guy.
year, but Gadsden's gonna be in there eating a lot of targets. But I still think Njoku's better.
We're up here next. What pick is this?
I don't know. I would probably move Okonkwo up there.
We're gonna be at like 134. So we're like a little early for a lot of these guys.
I think who
You're
was
saying
in there?
Okonkwo?
Yeah, Okonkwo
Or we could
was.
just
Oh,
get Gadsden.
he just got taken. Okonkwo just got taken. That's
I
terrible.
mean, Gadsden's right there. And stayed. You gotta make a decision. Who should I take? Just tell me now.
Take Shaheed. Like you said, big point potential.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be. At least for wide receivers. I think we're good on wide receivers
So how many?
now.
Yeah. So how many wide receivers do we have now?
We have 6.
6. Yeah, I think we're definitely good.
Now we can start attacking that. Second QB, backup tight end, maybe another backup QB. Because we have what?
Yeah, definitely. We'll need to get a backup QB next because Cam Ward
We
may
have
not be
eight positions
reachable now.
left. And
We may have missed out on Cam Ward. We'll see. If we did, I'm still okay with Bryce Young, but I would be really happy if we could get Cam Ward. Cam with our first pick, and
ideally, you want
then
like 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 9 wide receivers, and then 3 tight ends. That's what the strategy is, apparently. So we're pretty close. I think we're lacking on quarterbacks and tight ends, so I think we should attack those now.
I do think that there's a lot of later tight ends that we like already, though. So I think we're
Yes.
okay with that. But
Cam
quarterbacks
Ward
is
is
where
one
I
thing
think we
about it.
may need to address next
I
for
guess
sure.
Cam Ward was like right there for us.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He may not be available here, but yeah, it was a little early to take him there, but I think maybe we could have. But I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
see if
see.
he gets to us. You think of quarterbacks like everyone's taking one by now. It's just
Yeah,
or multiple. Here's this guy.
yeah. Some of these guys have taken plenty.
Two, two,
Yeah,
one.
everyone between us except for one guy has taken two.
Yeah, so it's
Oh
just
wait,
this guy.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's one other guy.
There's
yeah,
there's another guy right behind us as well. Um,
yeah, but he'll pick after us. So.
yeah. But I want to talk about this guy, Deshaun Stripling. I've only heard
Show me the
good
height.
things about this dude.
Show me the height. Show me the
Came from
speed.
he's fast as shit.
How tall is he though?
Tall as he's gonna run for days. He's in a Shanahan offense.
He is 6'2". I'm okay with that.
He's got. I think
Strong
he'll get that
hands,
big play
yards
potential.
after catch player. Yards after catch player for Brock Purdy is also great.
Puts him in
He's
stride.
already 23 years old, so he's not young and inexperienced.
Yeah, I think he'd be really good.
Yeah, I actually like that pick. I like Sterling. Come on, Cam.
Come to daddy. Up in 7 picks. That's a lot. Well, the good news is there's a lot of quarterbacks here. I mean, if you don't get him,
Yeah.
you don't get him. You know, we still have Bryce, Mason, Aaron Rodgers, even if you really need it. He's not going to do you a good game whatsoever. Jay Dimes might. Uh, you bitch. I think that's the guy that we were worried about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what we were worried about. Yeah.
Okay, so we take
I think we
Bryce
got
for
to take
sure.
Bryce here just because
Yeah.
no matter what, he'll be there for one. Um, what would you think about Malik Washington?
I don't know. I don't like Miami.
I mean, he's the only one there. Someone's got to catch a ball, right?
Oh my god, that guy just took Sam Darnold. Think fuck. Yes,
Good Bryce.
please. Okay.
Take Big Daddy Bryce.
And I
158
think
now.
honestly we might have to take our next quarterback now.
Who's
This
that
is not
going to
going to
be?
be available again. I don't know. Maybe Mendoza's still available later.
Hey,
uh,
like again, we're trying to for booms, right? He
I
could be
don't
a
see
boom.
Shadur. No,
Dude,
no.
you remember that 30
Show
point
me
game
his
against?
fantasy games.
Oh,
Show me his fantasy games
buddy.
last year,
Sure. 37.5? That's a
dude. Yeah,
boom.
that's one game out of
Bro, he
all
had
those shit
it's a
games.
bro. But we're looking for booms.
No, I'm not
We don't
doing
have to
that.
take him
Let's
now
do.
either. I don't think taking
I don't
Jacoby.
like
Okay,
Jacoby
Jacoby.
Brissett either. We're not taking Jacoby Brissett.
Okay. Do you really want
We're
to take
not taking
old
Aaron
man?
Rodgers either. Let's not fuck the quarterbacks.
I think
um,
Malik. I really do.
I think Sadiq. I was on him earlier. He's
Fuck
still
it.
there. Yeah, we
It's not
need
going to
another
matter
tight
much
end.
around 14. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Plus, he could be a boom player. You know, he was a early pick for the Jets. You never know. Maybe Gino has some random fucking year like he did his first year in the Seahawks.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. But you
After
never
I was
know.
the guy that was saying, oh, he's not that bad, guys.
I
Just
remember that.
I was
remember
that
that.
guy last year. As much as I'd
And I was
like,
telling you he was fucking
I mean,
horrible, and
he's
then he went and
fucking
threw 4
horrible,
picks the next
yes.
game.
But like, how is he so successful in Seattle?
Good system.
Well, he fell off. I mean,
They figured him out.
can't teach dog new tricks. Clearly, his tricks weren't there. Oh, Zachariah Branch. Ooh. I thought he'd get in a really good pick for Atlanta. Because he would be like the two. He could be that Boone game.
Yeah.
Hawking Sox.
So what QBs are gonna be available here?
Rogers.
I don't want Rodgers or Jacoby
Daddy, hey.
Brissett.
The thing with
No,
Rogers, you're never gonna get a Boone game out of him. Last year, it was his first game. He threw 4 touchdowns. Dude, I remember I was hyped as shit for this game too. There's nothing like Rogers fucking spinning it, man.
yeah, no, not Rodgers. But Jacoby Brissett's numbers didn't look that bad.
No. New system though.
Could be a good
That's
thing.
why I think if we're going for a Boone guy, I really don't understand why we don't go for a
Because
guy
he's
like
not gonna
Shore.
boom.
It's his
Bro.
second year of the league. Are
I
we really
had him on
taking
my team last
Jacoby?
year. That's how I know how bad he was.
Bro, it was okay. The thing is, like, we need him to outperform 2 guys in best ball. We're not looking for him to be the starter. I think this is a guy
That's why I
we
think
say,
I would rather take
see you.
Mendoza or
Hell
Jacoby
yeah.
Brissett. I mean,
Man,
Jacoby
fuck.
Brissett had a bunch of
Mendoza's gone, by
20-point
the way.
games. Oh, there goes Jacoby Brissett. Mendoza is gone, you're right.
Well, yeah. Trey Harris. That's also another guy like.
Okay, so what other than QBs is available?
There goes Antonio Williams.
Fuck
I
the
think this is where we
QBs.
get our tight end 2.
Gunnar Helm then, because Gunnar
Gunnar
Helm's better
Helm
value
or
here.
Njoku, yes.
And Joku will still be there, so take Gunnar Helm.
Bullshit.
Actually, that's not horrible. That's not bad. A lot of people are big on Dulcich this year, though, and I don't know why.
I don't
I'm
understand
bigger
it.
on Gunnar Helm myself.
I'm bigger on Pat Fryermuth.
I don't think I'm big. No, I'm not bigger on Pat
Hey,
Fryermuth than
Raji loves his
Dulcich.
tight ends.
Yeah, clearly, bro.
Look here, dynasty guy. Is this not?
Well, we didn't even have the option to take what's his face, anyways. Dulcich. He got picked right before.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, Rogers.
I'm kind of surprised Jerry Judy's falling so low. He wasn't that bad last year. He just hates
What happens when
Shador.
you hate people, bro?
Yeah. I think if
Happens.
Stribling's available, we take Stribling. Yeah.
I think
Even because yeah, I like it. Yeah. No.
I'm saying Calvin Ridley this low is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's not terrible actually.
This is what we should.
Okay, go get Stribling though.
Dude, Marshawn Lloyd. If he stays healthy, could be a starting back.
Really? You really think he's gonna take the job from Josh Jacobs?
But I could see Josh Jacobs getting hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think if you take Tyreek on the off chance, gets healthy. So we need to get that. Yeah, I think this is the time where it's Gino or Shador, and I'm taking upside here, right? We have to.
Then who's the upside?
Shador's obviously the upside, Pat. Obviously. He's young, he doesn't throw hella fucking picks.
He also has like 3 other quarterbacks competing for the job with him. So he plays one bad game, he's done. He plays one bad game, he's getting benched. They hate him there.
That's not true, bro.
Bro, Cleveland hates him.
No, they don't. Everyone
yes, they
in
do. We
Cleveland
saw it last year.
should love him.
They should, but they don't. The front office is a bunch of dicks.
No, it was the coach, bro. The coach didn't want him. The front office wanted him.
What about Kirko Chains, bro?
Oh, fuck. I don't need a guy for 3 weeks, you know? See, like, none of these guys have produced a better game.
Yeah, none of these guys. Okay.
None of these guys had a 37-point game.
He had more 20-point games, though.
Yeah, I don't care. I want someone that could be the guy. I don't think those guys are capable of a 37, like Shorts.
Is he capable of it, or did he get lucky?
Shit, he had 3 tuds and one rushing, bro. Come on. In a loss.
He still threw a pick?
Hell yeah, he did. Hey, everything. I'm like, it got dark, dude. Um,
Yeah, fuck it. Let's get Shador. But what other flexes are available though? Calvin Ridley's okay. I don't mind him, but he's coming off a broken leg. Jockway.
see a workbook
So
Keon
is
Coleman.
Njoku listed as 1 or 2 right now? Let's
Probably two.
see. Los Angeles depth chart. Starting tight end.
You know who I
Rondé
want to take a
Gadsden.
chance on late? If we're going tight end, honestly, is Eli Stowers.
Who the
Athletic
fuck is
freak.
that?
Athletic freak. Got drafted in, I believe, the second round.
Is he
He's going
from
to be
Georgia?
heir to Goddard. He's going to be a stud, dude. I
Is
was
he
mad
from
if you
Georgia?
didn't. No, Vanderbilt.
Okay, then no, I haven't heard of him. I don't know why I thought he
Dude,
was from.
he's a stud.
Oh, because he just sounds like Brock Bowers. It's like why did I think he was from Georgia?
Yeah. Look at, I think it was him and Sadiq. They had like these crazy combines. We're up. Come on home, daddy. Oh, shit. 203. Shador here. Or Marshawn Lloyd. Is it? I mean, it's not that. We're doing. I think we solidify QB3.
Will Njoku still be there? I don't know. I
In
do
2
like
picks?
Njoku. But yeah, we did check Rondé Gadsden is starting already. Who knows how long it'll last?
I wouldn't mind going after. How many running backs do we have? We need one more running back
Or
and 2 more receivers. We don't need any
yeah.
more tight ends.
But hold on, look at all the running backs. Is there
Tight
any
ends.
more potential than just this guy who's probably not going to end up having that many snaps?
This guy? Not really.
James
James Conner?
Conner?
James Conner's
He's going to lose his
dead.
snaps so fast, though.
Nick Singleton, he's a
he's gonna
rookie.
start the year. He's gonna start the year, but he's not
Tyreek
gonna.
Hill just got taken.
Wait, who got
I
taken? Oh,
think you.
Tyreek Hill.
I think you take Marshawn Lloyd. Honestly, I
Yeah,
think he
take
has a lot of
Marshawn
upside
Lloyd.
if you
If and you never know, maybe Josh Jacobs does get suspended somehow.
do
Still not
exactly. Yeah,
settled.
we just
Yeah,
drafted a starting running back in a great offense. Well,
yeah.
great. All right, now I think
Shit. Wait, what are the bye weeks for our quarterbacks? 11,
10,
10,
5,
and 5. Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
and 11.
Yeah, we were okay.
I don't think. Yeah, we don't need these two. Yeah, we just need 2 wide receivers now. Apparently.
Yeah.
Do we take any upside on Keon Coleman anymore?
Pat Bryant. Pat Bryant's gonna be good this year. You saw him before he got that concussion.
I saw my
in
man
that
getting.
playoff
He
game.
just got drafted.
Fuck! No! They knew
Stop
it, dude.
saying things.
Damn it. That one would have been a really good pick because I know he's going to be good this year, bro. He was cooking in that playoff game before he got injured. I don't mind Elijah Surratt. Wait, do they have Jalen, or not Jalen, no. Who's the other wide receiver for Baltimore that was a rookie this year? There's 2 of them. Jalen Lane. Is Jalen Lane still available? I doubt it. I don't think Surratt would be ranked above him. He's
also.
ranked
Oh, you're talking
above
about the
him.
other Jalen Lane.
Yeah,
You mean
Jacoby, not
Jacoby
Jalen.
Lane?
It's Jacoby, yeah, not Jalen. So he
We're
is
looking for
ranked
the booms here,
below
man.
Surratt.
Trey
No, but
Franklin could be a boom. Just saying.
that's why I liked Pat Bryant. I don't know if Troy Franklin could be a boom. Oh,
Doesn't
well, it
fucking
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter.
What about Malachi Fields?
That's such a loaded offense.
Yeah, but it's an offense that keeps getting injured. And who do they really have after Malik Neighbors?
Odell Beckham.
No. Honestly, I do like Malachi Fields here. He's
Torrey
from
Horton, maybe?
Isn't he from Ohio State? No, he's not from Ohio State. He's Notre Dame. I mean, I don't know why I thought he was Ohio State.
Notre Dame. Darnell Mooney
So who
is
do the
also
Giants
there.
have?
Darnell Mooney. Braxton
Darnell Mooney's
Berrios.
okay. He's not great. Darius Slayton. Dude, honestly, dude, Malachi Fields he has a chance to be starting in there, dude.
Malachi Fields just got taken.
God damn
Literally.
it.
Literally a second after you said that.
That's so fucking stupid. Okay, then give me Elijah Surratt, dude. I like Surratt this year. He's a big guy, and the Ravens don't have fucking wide receivers either. There's a lot of teams that don't have wide receivers.
Dude, Westbrook Akine? Okay. Well, they
Yeah,
signed
dude.
Juju too.
Literally, their only two starters at the moment are Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. No one else is
Who's
considered a
also right
starter.
here.
I would rather take a young guy though. Give me Surratt, and Surratt's big too. He's he's not that big, but he's 6'2", I think. Let's see.
Vontez Walker just got taken. I
Surratt,
just saw
six foot
someone that I liked.
two.
You just
What did he run
taken?
for his 40? 4.53 40. That's not great.
Torrey Horton did get taken. I was thinking Xavier Legette.
Kobe Lane, 447 with a 40-inch vertical. He's 6'4". Ooh, why is Jacoby Lane ranked so low?
He's probably like 6 on the depth chart.
Well, no, he was drafted before Surratt was. 6'4" out of USC. Honestly, I like Surratt. He's fast, or not Surratt. Sorry, Jacoby Lane. He's faster. He's younger. Or the Trojans, yeah, the Trojans, USC.
So who do you
He was
want?
He was a third round pick.
Lane?
Jacoby Lane, yeah, I think he's ranked really low for no
Baltimore,
reason.
right?
Baltimore, yeah.
So we're taking 2 Baltimore receivers?
Oh, did we already take Surratt?
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I don't think so. I didn't know we already took Surratt.
I'm just gonna
Shit.
take a guy.
Okay, now you're scrolling too low.
Lane.
Lane.
Tolbert. Fuck it.
Oh, fuck. Jalen Tolbert. I would have rather had Jacoby Lane at that point.
I wanted Legette. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, that would have been solid.
Well, that concludes the draft.
Hey, he plays for Miami now. I didn't know that. That's not
Yeah, it could be
bad.
good. You never know. All right. Yeah, so
Where
I
is he
honestly
listed?
don't mind
He's
this
gonna
team.
he's gonna be a starter.
The only area
Yeah,
I
he is
really
a starter.
kind of didn't like was Tyler Warren. To be honest.
No, I like Tyler Warren.
I
I'm
thought we
telling you,
drafted
it's
him a
gonna be
little
huge.
early.
Nah, dude, he's gonna be really good. Just look at the games he had last year. He had several games over 10 catches.
Taking Quinshon Judkins over him.
No, I don't think so.
We're not going to get a boom game out of this guy ever, bro.
Yes, we are. Look at his games last year. Are you kidding me?
At the start. And that's it.
Yeah, and then Daniel Jones started sneaking it in. I'm telling you, after that ankle injury, he's going to take over at the goal line. Tyler Warren's going to take over at the goal line. Trust.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm big on him this year for sure, especially with it being year 2 for him.
I don't mind. I just thought it was a little early, is all I'm saying. So, but that wraps up episode 11 of the Altitude Problems podcast. Thank you for listening, and find us on our socials. Have a good week.